Hey, what's going on, Blue Light Fitness community? My apologies for my tardiness. My workout went a little longer than I anticipated, so you should know me by now. I don't really do bodybuilding splits, but like I have more focuses. Today was leg day, and I also did a lot of heavy swings and get ups. So I'm feeling a little fatigued, but you know what? I'm still here and still going to kick it with you. So again, how are you guys doing with your 2025 fitness resolutions? Love to know. Just put in the comments just how things are going, because again, I just like to celebrate all the cops and first responders who are kicking ass. So I wanted to have today's session on the top 5 hard-hitting mindset shifts and lessons from 2025. This is something that I have shared with my students inside of my own community. And when I share some of this stuff, especially the last thing I'm going to touch on, it got them really thinking, and it got them, I guess, really reflecting. And it was one of those things like, again, I don't like to talk highly of it, but when I first heard it myself, y'all know like those like light bulb effects, or it's like almost like glass shattering, like that's what it was for me. And I hope that you guys can take some things and learn with it. So I'm going to start with some layups, some easy things that you can apply, or even if you don't do basketball, if it's a football analogy, like 5-yard hitch routes, quick passes, basically just easy things that you can implement right now during 2025. We're 30 days in. So if you are ready for these 5 hard-hitting lessons, just put the word number 5 in the comments. So the first one is writing your stuff down increases your focus. So by me having, I'm trying this little out. I have a little whiteboard. So like, let's just say that you have, hold on a second. Trying to get this. There we go. Well, that was a lot of scribbles because I was doing okay. So let's just say that I have my check boxes, and I have my workout, and I have my 180 grams of protein, and we'll just say gallon of water. Okay. So by me just like writing down my focuses for the day or for the week, it has increased my focus. I used to not write things down because I'm just like, oh, I just know it. Or I don't plan my day, or I don't plan my week. And like, I just know it. How many of you feel like that you're just going to get your workout in today, but then life happens, and then all of a sudden it's like 8 o'clock at night, and you're like, well, crap. Oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. And then it just continues on and on and on. So by just me planning out my week like Monday morning, and I put all in a Google Calendar, because I live by a calendar. And then I'll even have like a journal. So then once I have my calendar laid out for the week, then like when I have a notebook and I write down my targets for the day, by me just writing that stuff down, it has increased focus. Even writing down your goals. So if you have a weight loss goal, a personal record like a bench press goal or a 2-mile goal, writing that stuff down every single day. And don't feel like that, oh, I don't have time, all those excuses. It takes it probably like 2 minutes. You brush your teeth for 2 minutes, okay, you can plan your day. So we're just putting in the comments, just writing down my focus as planning my week. Now this next one kind of pairs with several things, so it's kind of like a 1, 2, 3. So I kind of wrap 3 things, 5 of my hard hitting things, and 3 of them into like one little thing. And some of it may seem like foo-foo, but when I've applied this, and I'll give examples, I've truly felt more gratitude. I've felt just happier, and just energetically, I feel more vibrant. And we all know, like, our energy is magnetic, whether it's like a pessimistic, grumpy personality or optimistic. So number 1 is like enjoy life now like it's a dream. Because a lot of times, just me just being a go-getter, and how many of you have been like me, where like I will be happy when I reach goal. So if it's like weight loss, like I will be happy when I'm at this weight. Or for me, for a business, like I will be happy when I reach this amount of income. You see where you are right now, and this gap from where you are, where you want to get to, and like you're just not going to be happy until you reach them. Now, I'm not saying, like, you definitely want to set goals like that. It gives you a sense of direction to go. But like once you get to said goal, the goalpost, the milestone will just move. So if it's like money, or if it's like weight, if it's like, hey, I'll get to said weight, and then you get there, and then you might be like, well, my arms are looking a little flabby, and then your arms get toned. Yeah, but now my stomach, still has stubborn. Well, yeah, well then now I don't lift as heavy as like that said person. So like it's always never enough. So we need to just sometimes enjoy life as it is, like today, like if it's a dream, and just enjoy the fuck out of your life today. And 2 things that have helped me. Number 1 is to smile with your eyes. Imagine smiling with your eyes, even if your mouth is not. And I remember when I did this on a group call, like I saw one of my students who had like a slight frown, and then just I could tell he implied it because he had just a slight smirk. And you'd pair that with, I'll greet this day with love in my heart. It's just a little mantra. I'll greet this day with love in my heart. And it was in a book called The Greatest Salesman in the World. You don't need to be a salesman, but you greet each person as if like you don't verbally tell them, but you just greet them and say, I love you. Now again, I'm not saying that you apply this to everybody. Now for this example, so as you can see, I'm in a new house. Part of our inspection to sell our house, an electrician had to come over just to do some minor work. Now this electrician, never met him before, he's just there to do his job. He's kind of there in the morning, where it's just kind of like interflowing my morning flow. And I mean, again, not to be cynical or anything, but just I don't care that this guy's here. Like I just want to get the job done, so I can get on with my day. So I remember when I was like talking with him, I had this like don't give a shit attitude about him being there. I thought about the 2 things: smile with my eyes, and just like thinking in my head, I love you. And the brow, like the wrinkles in my forehead just like loosened, or I had a smile on my face. My posture changed, and it just felt like energetically, just by focusing on those 2 things, I felt different. My interaction with him felt different. So now you don't have to apply this to like someone who's like, on the street trying to kill you and that kind of stuff. But even like maybe on some of your calls, like your less dangerous calls, just give this a shot. And just let me know in the comments how this goes. Smile with your eyes. And even like, just non-verbal, just like in your mind, just being like, I love you. All right. So those 3 are paired into 1. So like, again, I know it's foo-foo, but give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. Try it with a family member. Try it with a friend. Try it with a coworker. And let me know how it goes. Now, the last one's a doozy. And it's not going to be easy. But when you apply this, this is like that mind-shattering moment that I had. And I learned this from, I don't even know what you call it. He's an entrepreneur, but he deals with, like, we'll just say emotional fitness, with synergy, energy, how you like have your perspectives, thoughts, regulate your emotions, and that kind of stuff. And he said that we have two umbilical cords. We have one that we all know that gave us life in the womb. And then we also have another umbilical cord. And it might have like different like branches and strands to it. An invisible umbilical cord where it attaches to someone in our life that kind of like has like control over us. What I mean by that, like just examples that he gave, like it might be like, so for me, so examples that applied to me are like some of those like high school bullies that always picked on you. And then, because as an example for me, I remember when I was like lifting, looking like shredded, and I remember I brought my girlfriend to see, it was like almost like one card night to these same bullies. I felt like I'm the fucking shit. Fuck you guys. Look, you guys are fat and like having like minimum wage jobs and don't have girlfriends. I have the hot chick, the hot body. Fuck you. But my umbilical cord is attached to them. These umbilical cords might be to like a dad that like had high standards for yourself. It didn't say maybe I love you as much. Maybe it was to a mom. Maybe it was a step parent. You know, going deeper, like maybe it was someone that raped you. Just basically just some figure in your life where they're like emotionally like they have quote unquote like control over you. And the guy basically said if you want to have like the best, this to be the best year to basically like cut that umbilical cord. And one of the biggest ways that you can do that is if you would forgive those people no matter what they did. Now, and then we got to actually some really good conversation in my group and like about even like forgiveness. And I'm not like a big religious spiritual person, but I grew up Catholic, and I remember one of the best lessons I just still remember is that when you have forgiveness, you don't condone someone's actions. I don't say then wasn't right what the bullies did to me. It wasn't right if you were raped. It wasn't right if a parent like neglected you. However, we'll just say like that rapists, those bullies, they're still going about their day without like even like just considering me in their day. Yet, if I were to carry this trauma, carry this negative emotion with me through the day, they're still controlling me, even though the event is like way past. And again, forgiveness isn't condoning their actions. What they did was right. But forgiveness is to set you free. Forgiveness is so that we don't have to carry that burden and they don't control us. It's just to free us to cut that umbilical cord. So like, hey, what you did wasn't right, but I'm not going to let what you did to me like burden me anymore. Now that it's not, and like sometimes like it's not just as easy as just saying like, okay, I forgive him. Because how many times have you heard someone say like, I'm sorry, but you don't feel it? So it just takes like daily practice. It just takes daily actions, daily practice to get through it. And is it going to be easy? No. But when I found out who my umbilical cord was to, it was earth shattering, and even to this day, I just feel freer. My energy, and what it does also, it just empowers me where I can take back control. So put in the comments, again, like any of these biggest takeaways, biggest lessons, and mindset stuff. I love you all. Take care.